Ranking the best left outside linebackers in Madden 23. We are back here with another tier list update, a slightly smaller one with only 7 new left outside linebackers. But right before we get into re-ranking the old cards and ranking the new cards, I do want to go ahead shout out the comment of the day. Now in this tier list, you can see we divided the pass rushers and pass coverage players. Obviously we look for different things with what their strengths are. I think the pass rush tier is fine. Now for pass coverage players, I think every single person needs to come down a tier. So Jalen, Reeves, Maybin, Chad Greenway, Ted Hendricks, and Seth Joyner. Now we're gonna get into our first new card. We got Justin Houston, 86 overall, 6'3", 270 power rusher, who's 82 speed, 84 acceleration. The excel is pretty nice. Now for him, he has 68 finesse moves, which really hurts him, but 86 power moves is pretty nice. Not really great block shed with 78 and 81 impact blocking as well. So the power moves are good, but the finesse moves really aren't that great. Now if we come down to his traits though, has all the pass rush traits on yes. Now if you're curious, is your first time watching the channel, what these traits do is these traits lead to more insta wins, but also they just lead to better pass rush in general. So you want as many on yes as you can get. He also has stripped ball on yes, which I do like for pass rushers, big hitter on no. If we come down to his abilities, you can't really get anything like overpowered, right? Like the edge threats, the double or nothings, things like that. I don't really think he is a great pass rusher. I think he's like decent maybe for a budget. I would probably put him D tier. I think he's worse than like Von Miller and these boys, so he's gonna go D tier for me. Now after that, we have Harvest Matthew Judon, who I feel like this card got extremely underrated. I feel like he should have a way higher card in the game right now. I believe he is the front runner for defensive player of the year, but this card, 6'3", 261 power rusher, once again has 85 speed with 88 excel. That is pretty nice. He has 86 strength as well with 81 finesse moves, 89 power moves, 86 block shed. The impact blocking is a tad bit low, just like a smidgen low. You would like to see that in the 80s at this point in the game as well. And if we come down to his traits, doesn't have big hitter on yes, doesn't have clutch on yes, doesn't have the spin move trait on yes, but has bull rush, swim move, and strip ball on yes. And now if we come down to what abilities he can get, again, unlocks the tier 2 spot, but doesn't really get like the edge threats, the double or nothings, things like that. So personally, if I were to run this card, I wouldn't run any abilities on him. I think he's usable or runnable. I don't think he's like any higher than like C tier though. I would put him by like Danielle Hunter, these boys, the people that are getting like 80 combos, including basically Von Miller. So I think C tier is a pretty good spot for him, and I'm gonna move Jalen Reeves Maybin towards like the back end of C. Now right after that, we have 88 overall Darrell Taylor, who's 6'4", 267, this time a speed rusher arc, 87 speed, 87 excel, pretty nice, 86 strength on him with 89 finesse moves, 80 power moves, 84 block shed, 90 impact blocking. I really think this is a very solid budget card. Now trait wise, again, no big hitter, no clutch, and no spin. Pretty much the exact same traits as Matthew Judon. Now if we come down to his abilities, once again gets pretty much the same exact things. He isn't going to get like the edge threats, the double or nothing, but for a no ability pass rusher, I think he's actually pretty decent. Probably the best card in C tier in my opinion. And after that, we have team of the week Uchenna Nwosu, who's 6'2", 251 speed rusher arc, 86 speed, 89 excel is really nice with 86 play rec, 90 finesse moves is good, 71 power moves not really the best. I would like to see at least 80 at this point in the game. 84 block shed is decent, but 71 impact blocking once again. So there's 2 ratings that are kind of red flags on this card. If we come down to his traits, no big hitter, no clutch, but he has every single pass rusher on yes, and no strip ball on yes. And for his abilities this time, gets the tier 3 spot, gets things like edge threat for 3 AP, can get double or nothing for 4, which is a good value, but edge threat for 3 AP really makes him pretty decent. Like he's somewhat athletic, can get after the pass. I think him right by Rashawn Gary makes sense. I know he doesn't really have the power moves or the finesse moves that Rashawn Gary does, and Rashawn Gary is better than Uchenna Nwosu, but I feel like with how few like top end left outside linebackers there are in the game, I think right here is a good spot for him. But if I move him like top end to B, I think like Haason, Reddick, Shaquil, Barrett, Mike vrabel, all them boys go in the C, and I move everyone else down. So for right now, I'm just gonna leave him like bottom tier of A. Like there is like a jump from him to Rashawn Gary to Von Miller. Now right after that, we got team of the week Paul Kruger, who's 6'4", 270 power rusher arc, 85 speed, 87 excels, really nice with 92 strength, 85 finesse moves, 93 power moves, 91 block shed, 91 impact blocking. All these ratings are very great. Obviously not a pass coverage player. If we come down to his traits, has all the pass rush traits on yes and strip ball on yes, no big hitter, no clutch though. And for his abilities this time, 2 AP double or nothing. 2 AP double or nothing is pretty good value. He's a good pass rusher. This is what I have to do now. He is going like top into A for me. We got to move Uchenna Nwosu down into like B and probably by himself and move everyone else down to where now we're looking like this with Paul Kruger, Von Miller, and Rashawn Gary in A, Uchenna Nwosu in B. I could also see Rashawn Gary going down to B, but I think his stats are A tier still at this point, but he's definitely the next person to go down. And after that, we have Micah Parsons, who this card's insane. 6'3", 246 speed rusher with 92 speed, 90 excel. Insane. Moves probably the best out of any pass rusher in the game. Has 92 change of direction as well with 84 strength, 93 finesse moves, 83 power moves, 92 block shed, 81 impact blocking, even has 90 zone coverage as well. So if we come down to his traits though, doesn't have big hitter, doesn't have clutch on yes, has high motor, has bull rush, no spin move, swim move, and strip ball on yes as well. And then lastly, for his abilities, he can get lurker from 1 AP, which if you want to user him, do that kind of stuff as a pass coverage player, he's S tier. And he also gets edge threat elite, which is essentially the combo of edge threat and under pressure. You see edge threat is regular 3 AP, under pressure is usually 2 AP. He gets the combo of these, which is 5 for 3 AP. So I love this Micah Parsons card. I think he is tippy top in the S tier. Now, is he better than Leonard Floyd for me? I'd say no, because I think the 1 AP double or nothing is more valuable. But if you took abilities out of the game, right? Take abilities out the game. As a base pass rusher, who's better? Leonard Floyd, Micah Parsons? It's Micah Parsons. But I have Leonard Floyd above him because I like the 1 AP double or nothing more than the 3 AP edge threat elite. And for the final card of the video, we have Bobby Bell, LTD, left outside linebacker, who's 6'4", 228 pass coverage archetype, 91 speed, 88 excel, 90 agility, 89 change of direction with 93 play rec. And also he's more of a pass coverage player, but 81 finesse moves, 91 power moves. He's a pretty good pass rusher as well with 94 block shed, 92 impact blocking as well, and 90 zone coverage. Has the big hitter trait on yes, clutch on no, but high motor and the bull rush trait on yes, and strip ball on yes as well. And for his discounted abilities, can get lurker for 1 AP, which again, you pretty much need it on linebacker. Double or nothing for 2 AP as well. I like the card. I think he is more of a pass coverage player, and I think he's the only S tier pass coverage left outside linebacker in the game. But yeah, y'all, this has been my thoughts on left outside linebackers. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know who you're rocking as your left outside linebacker. Are you using more than one of these guys? Because Leonard Floyd and Micah Parsons as a pass rush duo would be pretty nasty. I hope y'all did enjoy the video though. If you did, make sure to go ahead, leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date with the best cards at each position group in Madden 23 Ultimate Team. If you want to see me use some of these cards live, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. We've been grinding the streams over there, so I would appreciate that. If you don't feel like heading over to Twitch right now, you guys want another video to watch, check this one out right here. This was me grinding with my no money spend team.